Namaste, my friends. May forces be with you. I actually um, was contemplating if I should make an episode about this or not. But as you may know, I have I take my friend Gia with me, and we go on walks, and we don't really go often into public just because I have become an awkward person as the result of my transformation, and people are attracted and interested in finding out who I am, and I have been acting weird. But while I have done that, I have noticed that people actually, besides being quite, well, I shouldn't really say needy. That's really not. I mean, it happens to me a lot, probably because I have mad energies, I suppose, and that makes me kind of like, of interest, that makes people kind of like stop and evaluate internally, or wanna strike a conversation, or are interested, or whatever might be the situation. Having said that, the reason I wanted to talk about today is because something that is rather annoying is that when people are not extended the same interest, like if you don't reciprocate, right? If you don't reciprocate their interest, they become mad. Or many actually think to themselves, who the hell are you? They become attracted, and they talk about it, and they think to themselves, who do you think you are? And let me actually take on a better posture, or dress better, or act better, or like ignore you, or be ugly to you. Some kind of reaction to just show me what it is about. Anyway, my little mouse, she's nervous. And this is the first time that she's actually on camera, and I can tell that, yeah, she's aware. She's aware that I am actually talking to you, and she feels it, that the attention is not on her. So this is also a learning moment for my little chihuahua. Really is little Gigi. She needs to learn to be like, divide that, and not necessarily always like, oh, me. That's how she is. But that's how dogs are, you know that. And that's part of the whole thing. It's up to us to teach them what to do and not to do. And a lot of people criticize that, but I am very firm about needing to teach my friend, or my companion, loyalty and manners, right? So I heavily advocate for that, to every dog or cat owner, or any pet owner, that you do that indeed. Partially, I also, which brings me back, I'm a spiritual teacher, so I absolutely love to see people mimicking certain things. But I do not like when I have ugly behaviors as a result of wanting to send off a crazy message, like do not approach, I'm not approachable, that people mimic that. For example, riding the car super fast. I do that every so often, so I just noticed, like, on my walk, that a few people have noticed that I do crazy maneuvers sometimes, because I've learned driving in Europe, and as such I do behave as such, right? When people irk me, I'm just like, get the hell out of the way, I'm just moving out. So they mimic that, and that's not nice, right? I'm not setting a good model by doing that, but what can I do? These are certain behaviors that we all have ugly sides, and we must control. So I am doing my best to more, when I step out, to be more ignorant towards the attention that I am getting and not act crazy. But it's not easy, truly not easy for me to do, and I can only imagine that people, celebrities or whatever, have that same issue, and I cannot relate. Back in the days I was like, well, what the hell are they talking about, right? When they would say, well, when I step out, I just paparazzis following me and this and that, right? Yeah, it's quite annoying, you know, to a degree where it can lead you to do the wrong thing. Now I know, I have in one of my episodes talked about how law enforcement officers misassess things due to their anger, right? And they pull the trigger maybe too fast and treat people differently. Whatever happens, sometimes we do things because we overreact to certain situation. I personally have done that, and I've done the wrong thing, and I've been, you know, lucky enough to be protected thus far. But let me tell you, sometimes in a moment of sanity, or moment of craziness, we do the wrong thing, right? We do the wrong thing that leads us to the wrong outcome, and we don't want that. We want to be in control. We want to be steadfast. We want to be efficient. We don't want to react to our environment, allow our reactions to lead us into an outcome that we never really wanted to be part of. There's millions of examples out there, but I personally can talk about that a lot, because on a daily basis I am challenged and tested. You know, I would say an average Joe is probably tested, you know, a few times a week, where you're like having an angry driver, or, you know, a crazy person doing some crazy stuff. But I have it almost like every time I step out, I have probably almost every figure that runs into my path. It's mind-boggling, right? Mind-boggling to a degree where I have acted crazy. But I'm getting better and better. So that's where I also know that I'm a chosen one. And I must, like, whatever, who knows, you know. I truly also believe that all the celebrities, any artist, anybody who inspires us, anybody who has been bestowed with any talent to guide us, to teach us, to do whatever good in the community, even you know, smaller people. I truly think that all women are some type of angel. I really do. I really do. And on this Mother's Day, I do have to say Happy Mother's Day to all our women. We certainly can do better by becoming better and more efficient in our ways and kinder. And there is so much to say about that. I don't want to do it. Not really, not in this episode. This episode I wanted to just basically talk about how it's inappropriate to try, you know, go into autopilot and react to our external world, be it somebody who you think is who the fact that she thinks she is, or whatever it might be. Okay, so don't overreact. Mimicking or reacting, mimicking is okay, but reacting, looking up certain things is great. I think it's wonderful, really is. But it is your job to look and see what's appropriate, what isn't, what is efficient, what isn't. For example, my behavior, obviously, to engage in therapies or talks or whatever, production, you know, self-realization, things like that are great things to mimic. Taking care of your body, you know, wonderful. Going on walks, you know, these kind of things, wonderful. But to just mimic, to irk, that's inappropriate. For example, if you see me dressing up, don't try to outdo me so that you can say, well, I'm better. Or, you know, if you see my wild hair, don't, like, you know, make your hair even more lusty looking. Like, come on, be a little bit more authentic. Be yourself. Don't react. Having said that, have a wonderful Mother's Day Eve. It's really 11 o'clock. I should really go to bed, but I had to tell you that because, again, I was contemplating. Have a good night. Bye.